Good morning, beautiful people. Paige and Chuck here in Udon Tani. Hey y'all, Chuck here with No Time to Be Sad, and this is my beautiful wife of 15 years, Paige. We downsized, saved, and liquidated to quit our lifestyle in America of living for things to a life of wherever it might take us. We moved to Thailand November of 2016. We currently live Thai style on the Mekong River in a town called ThatPhanom in the province of NakhonPhanom. This is my wonderful Thai family. Every day for us is an adventure, and we spend most of our time exploring and living for the moment. We know nothing lasts forever, and we try to enjoy every new day we have. I don't have time for things that really don't matter in my life, so there you have it. No time to be sad. Today we're going home. It's been a long journey. I think I've been home maybe 4 days this month. Actually last month, today's the 1st. So I've been home maybe not even a week. I'm tired, ready to go home, regroup, get some exercise in before we do something again. I don't know, go home. Mafia's missing us. Paige needs to get home and take care of mom. Paige takes care of her mom. I take care of my mom. You know, a lot of, and Thai, I know it's difficult for some people to understand, but in Thai culture, a lot of times the kids eventually move back home and take care of mom and dad. So we're not 100% at that point yet, but we're getting there. They're all getting kind of old, huh?
But lucky they have a lot of friends.
Yeah, luckily they do have a lot of friends.
They all stick together too.
More people for us to take care of later. We're coming to the morning house to have breakfast this morning. It's gonna be great to be back home again. Good morning. We stayed here. So she said they got a new menu. Not very big, but it's a new menu.
They look good.
Yeah, it does look good. Like a little beef stew sandwich. I think they've always had that though. I'm not going to get the American breakfast this time. It's what I always get.
Well, I'm getting beef stew. As you can. It's in the menu.
Well, there's the beef stew. Unless the hotel comes with free breakfast, which I haven't seen that deal in a while, we just come here. It's a better, it's a better environment, cheaper and better food, I think. Unless you like the buffet. Buffet stuff here is usually pretty good. Actually, the buffet at the Panerai is pretty good, but I never really eat that much anyway. But that's just me.
But after you stay in the hotel for 2 weeks, you don't want hotel buffet.
Yeah.
It's not that much different.
I've been burned out for the last couple of years on hotel breakfast. You know, I'd rather just get a couple of noodles or something. This is a Vietnamese dish. What it's called? They call it here in Isan khao piek sen, which is khao piek is a sticky rice noodle. Khao piek sen's a noodle, and khao piek is like a sticky rice. It's really a sticky rice noodle with pork. That looks really good, yeah. Well, that was a good morning house breakfast. How was your stew?
Good.
Okay, well, we got to make the journey back home. Today is actually Sunday Fun Day, but we didn't tell them we were coming home yet. So me and Paige have got to go on like at least maybe a 2-week diet. we're gonna. Paige's birthday's coming up. I always take her somewhere. I don't think I'll ever top the Hawaii trip. Maybe, not sure. I think we went to Europe for my birthday. See, they're adding on to the hospital back here. I'm not quite sure exactly what, but there. Yeah, that used to be a back parking lot to the hospital, and now they're building something. So, I forgot what the hell I was saying. Anyway, oh yeah, so I got to plan something. I don't know what happened here. Let's see. Didn't have a guy with a whistle. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. We're gonna do a little short trip for her birthday somewhere out of the country. I gotta plan it when I get back, so. But the hotel breakfast is actually pretty decent. Really liked that hotel in Karat. That was a good spot. I'm glad we decided to go there because we always seem to stop at Karat's kind of like our first stopping point because there's not a lot between there and our house. So. Okay, I had a few people send me messages this morning because I didn't put a video out. We didn't get back to the hotel till kind of late because, you know, after helping Samantha get her passport stuff filled out yesterday, and I uploaded the video and it was taking forever because the upload was, I don't know why, I got a router over here, but anyway, it was slow. Me and Paige went to go eat, and then it popped up on my phone. I had copyright. At the end of that video, there was a gentleman that was actually his, I think it was his son and his son's wife. I'm not sure. I'm only guessing. Was singing at Nick's bar, but he sang so good. I got a copyright for the music, I guess, for the rhythm of the music, and. By the time I got back to the hotel, I mean, there was no way. It was so slow to upload. So I had to kind of skip through that song a little bit to break it up so the computer didn't recognize it. And finally got it uploaded. But I didn't do the video because of him. No, because he sang so good. YouTube stuff. In case you're interested. Today, I want to talk to you guys on the way home about why do I even do YouTube videos? Why I got started making YouTube videos, and why do I make videos every day? Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit more on the way back home to ThatPhanom. Beautiful day. That's really loud. If you're in your room trying to sleep, that's loud. That's why I always like to see carpet in the hallway, you know? With this, everything echoes. All right, we're out of here. Well, there is a lot of construction on the way home, it seems like. Anyway, we got a couple 100-kilometer drive, about 3 hours. Easy little ride home. Probably stop and have lunch maybe before we get there. I'm sure Paige will be hungry. This is all new. They didn't have this last time I was here. No. I won't be coming back to Udon for another month or so. Well, I want to talk real quick about why I even started making videos. Why do I make so many videos every day? When we first started, well, when we first retired, I think I was 46, and we decided to go travel around the United States in a travel trailer. And the goal wasn't, oh, I'm going to be a YouTuber. Like, that never came to mind. So I just wanted to make videos about our little travel. That's really about it. I bought a little cheap GoPro 5 or something, and with no stability. Videos were horrible. And I just, I'd made videos of us traveling around the United States, really just for me and Paige and maybe my friends or something. I really wasn't thinking, but I remember sitting in the trailer one time and telling Paige, I can't believe I've got 20 subscribers. Because you got to think about this at the time. It's like, who has 20 friends, that are really interested in what you're doing? Really nobody. And I thought, well, it's cool. I got like 20 people watching our videos. That's weird, And then it just started growing and growing. And by the time we got done with the travel trailer thing, I was getting a little bit better at making videos, kind of, I think. I don't know. I watch them. They're kind of silly. Well, I haven't watched them in a long time, but I think when I got to Thailand, we had 1,200 subscribers. And for me, that was like big time. Like, that was cool. I wasn't making any money on YouTube. I don't even think I was monetized at the time. The monetization was a little different way back then. But it's still, I remember it was still like you have to make $100 before they'll even send you any money. And I don't think I ever got that. But I had 1,200 subscribers. I remember that when I came to Thailand. And then half of them disappeared because they weren't interested in, like, they didn't even know where Thailand was, Like, huh? And I think half of them just kind of went away. But, I was making videos here because I didn't really have anybody to talk to at the time. And I was just sharing. I didn't really know what was going on. Everything in Thailand was so new to me. And it was such a funny place. And I was just trying to capture everything, and everything was like, and people started commenting like, duh, or they wanted really to see somebody like a first time experience coming to Thailand. And when I started making videos, there was only maybe 4 or 5 other YouTubers making videos in Thailand. And maybe one other person was doing like real life stuff, like everyday stuff. I wasn't trying to emulate that person, but that was what I did before we came, was just sharing the journey. And then the channel started growing, and I remember I hit 4,000 subscribers, and the channel was kind of getting bigger, and that's when other people started, the negative people started coming into play. And it was weird for me. It's like, and nobody's ever talked to me like that. Like you don't talk to grown men don't talk to other grown men like that without getting punched, It was weird. And it kind of, I don't know. And then I thought, well, maybe they just don't understand. And I spent like a year trying to explain to people our situation and this and that. And then it took me some time to realize that these people don't want an explanation. They only want attention. And if you talk to them, then that's their goal. And their goal is for them to get under your skin, or to think they got underneath your skin. So I realized that a little probably too late. And I don't talk to these people. Sometimes today I'll bring up a topic the thing is, and a lot of people don't let it bother you, Chuck. But I mean, this is like every day of my life, and YouTube is a part of my life. And I wouldn't talk about comments at period if my videos were about, let's say, how to build a home in Thailand, like that, or real estate in Thailand. If my only goal was to make videos about pricing on real estate, there would be no reason to engage with my audience. But seeing that I share my life and you guys are part of it and YouTube is part of it, it comes up occasionally. So yeah, when I hit 4,000 they started coming, but I realized later to delete or block. You can't block today, but you can hide. So I think you hide people, they don't really realize that they're hidden and they can still kind of chat, but nobody sees them but themselves type thing. I guess that's how they say it works. I don't know. But these people just it's funny, they'll keep creating accounts like every day. And you can see, I just created this account today. Let me see if I can get Chuck to respond to me. That's their goal. Like that's kind of pathetic, but that's their goal in life is to, they're like fanboys.
High school.
Like a high school pep rally cheerleader that just got kicked off of the team and she's bitter, type person. So at one point, a few years ago, before COVID, I think, I was getting trolled like big time. I mean, these people were trying to access my account, doing everything, and Google even contacted me, and I saved all the information. Hang on a minute. Scam call. Paige likes to mess with them on the phone.
But they're not. It's a phone company. They're not the other kind of scam.
Oh, okay. They're just trying to get you to sell you some stuff. She talked a lot.
Yeah, this one just selling, but they have another one that like, oh, you have mail from somewhere, and then blah 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 blah, or you are pre-approved for thing. One time I say, oh really? I pre-approved. I actually applied for submarine. It's really pre-approved, and I just hang up on it.
A lot of scams in Thailand. That's why you guys probably already know about the banking stuff.
Yeah.
I know in America you can't get a bank account as a tourist. I think you probably even have to have a social security number because they got to report all that stuff. So
You do.
Anyway, I was getting trolled pretty hard on YouTube, and then people were trying to like access my YouTube account, like contacting YouTube, saying all kind of stuff. I've been hacked, so that they could hack my bill. And YouTube, I mean, I have the 3-point security deal anyway, but YouTube actually contacted me and says, is this your email address, the new email? And they showed me the name of the email. I was like, yeah, I know who that troll is. And I contacted them and said, no, can you do something about this person? They keep trying to, they're annoying, and you can look at the history on it. So they did. I think they ended up killing a few of his accounts. Anyway, so at that point, people were even sending immigration like stuff. All this guy's making YouTube, and all the people in immigration were like, what are these? They're all subscribers to my channel anyway. Like, what are they? They're silly foreigners, But anyway, it motivated me to like, you know what? I'm just going to make a video every day. I'll make a video every day, sharing our life every day, and it just pushed me to make more content. I just kind of got in the habit of doing it, and now when I don't, people are like, "What happened, Chuck? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" But I kind of enjoy it, it gives me. It's really no effort, and it's just part of my day. And I'm not. If you met me, it's not like, I've got to do this or that to try to make this kind of content. I don't even really know what my videos are going to be about during the day, but we're always doing something, for the most part. And people can get my audience, they just kind of get a glimpse into how life could be in Thailand, maybe for them or whatever, you know, kind of reality, not sugar coated, and that's basically my audience. Now, it's never going to be something massive because not everybody wants to live in Thailand or follow me, and I don't really have anything important to say. I do, but it's mixed in with a bunch of gibberish content, like yesterday showing how to make a new passport. Like, I didn't do just a video on, you know, I could have done a fancy video with all kind of stuff, you know, B-roll, how to make a passport in Thailand, living overseas, blah, 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 you know. But I don't really care to do that, you know. So, anyway, that's the reason why I make video. I'm eating a mint. That's the reason why I make the videos every day. It's because basically I want to. And I was getting trolled so much. I was like, you know, screw them. I'll just keep doing it every single day. I'm not going to quit. Like, I could care less. And people don't usually dictate what I do in my life. If they did, we'd probably still be living in the United States, trying to figure out how to be better than everybody else, you know. But anyway, that's the reason why. You know, some of this stuff I've said before in other videos. I have long-time followers. We get new followers all the time. The thing about content like this is people come and people go. And because I'm personal a lot of times, sometimes it maybe might rub people wrong. Sometimes it's something that I'll say, and then they just kind of go away, and the new people will come. But anyway, that's why. And Paige and my family here in Thailand, they're okay with it. They're actually funny with it, and they like it when subscribers come to the house, you know, especially bring mafia beer, and you know, they'll enjoy that because Thai people are very social, you know. And I don't really show negative stuff anyway, and I don't make a big deal out of everything. But they have, you know, they're part of it, and they make fun with it. You know, we go on trips together, and they like to take 1,000,000 pictures, and the video is just part of it. So, YouTubing in Thailand, a lot of people now are making YouTube videos. And a lot of people come and a lot of people go. And I think it's difficult to deal a lot with critics, you know, when people talk crap, because they can only relate to themselves and they don't want to try to relate to other people. But they're very opinionated when it comes to typing words on a computer. Like, they would probably never go to anybody out in the street and say, hey, I don't really like what you're doing. Can you change? Because this isn't really what I would do in my life. Like, they would not do that. But the internet's a strange place. And a lot of people that make content, they don't want to deal with that crap. But it comes in time whenever you start to gain momentum in your channel, they come at you. And a lot of them are other. If you look at who's saying stuff, you can see, well, they have a channel with like a couple hundred subscribers, but their channel isn't really taking off. But they want to comment on yours about how you're doing things wrong. A lot of it is other vloggers, and some of them will create multiple accounts and stuff like that. And another thing is, you know, these like if you live in a certain area like Pattaya, how many videos can you make about Pattaya? You know, I mean, luckily for us, we travel a lot around Thailand, so we show all kind of different things, and I have a lot of different characters in my content. You know, some people love khao gam and they only want to watch khao gam. Some people love to watch my mom and only watch videos that have my mom in them. You know, so we have a lot of different types of content. And it's everyday life, so it's easy to make the videos. But how many videos can you make about Pattaya? You know, in one area, not just like if you live in Pattaya, but let's say you live in Udon Tani. How many videos can you make of Udon Tani that eventually become like not entertaining? So it's difficult sometimes. And a lot of people that do cooking stuff, and you eventually you run out of this stuff to talk about. I know, because I tried to do the cooking channel thing too. And informational stuff. How much information can you give about how to do a visa, how to get a license, how to get a bank account, keeping up with all the change in the policies and stuff like that? It just, unless you're doing like news, because everything, changes in Thailand and you can keep up with the news. It's difficult on informational YouTube channels because you can only talk about the same crap over and over again, So, anyway, that's just coming from somebody that started out with only a handful of other YouTubers and have been doing it almost every day, I would say, for at least the last 5 years. But I've been living in Thailand. November will be 9 years, and still enjoying life. I don't let other people affect you, but when you're sharing your life and your content and your passion and your creativity on the internet, or even painting a picture or building a classic car, critics sometimes bother you and you want to push back a little bit. And like I said, because it's this kind of channel, sometimes I talk about that in my topic in my daily life. So it's part of my life. I normally don't talk this much, right? I mean, do I talk a lot?
Yeah.
Only when the camera's on, right?
Without camera too.
If you want to make YouTube videos, you have to be a talker, I think,
You can talk with Jack like all day.
If you struggle with words and stuff, you're probably not going to be a good YouTuber. So I like to talk. I like to talk to people. I'm a good listener too. I have a lot of friends that talk more than me.
Because you can talk as fast as them.
But I listen to them, and I enjoy helping other people. Anyway, being social, and that also helps me with living with my Thai family, because they're very social too. If I was kind of quiet, I kept to myself, they would think there's a problem, right? Mm-hmm. Because sometimes I'm got something bothering me, and they feed off of it. They're like, like
They're like, what's wrong with you?
they're kind of angry that I'm angry, So. And you know what? Life is day to day. So something that bothers me today, or somebody in the comment section that said something to me when I don't even remember, and if it was so bad that I had to delete you because you're looking for my attention, I instantly forget what even it was about, because I don't really care. But I have to monitor this channel. A lot of times I don't even see the comments and get deleted. YouTube is really crazy about deleting stuff, They're Google is very sensitive about words on the computer. And they're probably the most that remove comments. But I have other people that manage my channel, so a lot of them know me and think like me, and they help me with that. So don't think it's really affected me. I'm just talking about it. Like I'm talking to you right now. I have a lot of friends that I've met through the channel that they're trying to actually create content, but they want to be successful. But I just say, don't look at it like that. Just enjoy it. Learn. Your content may not be good at first. May be good to you. Listen to your critics. Watch your videos. Actually watch your videos with other people watching your videos and see what they think, and then go from there. If you're not super, my camera turned off. I think it got too hot. I talked too. It shut off again. I had to put it in front of the air conditioner. It's sitting on my dash, and I'm talking too much. So anyway, that's all I want to say about that. I'll let my camera cool down. This is the 10 I use on my dash just for the video, but I have my microphone hooked up to that. And the one I normally use is this 12 right here. And it's so easy to just put in my pocket, but I don't have a microphone. But the quality's okay. I think. But if I have the microphone on, it just won't fit in my pocket really well. Never ending, but this suits me the best. Anybody watch Dave Chappelle? He's a funny guy. Like a lot of other comedians, though, they engage with their audience. And they talk about, like, maybe trolls or, you know, he always talks about, you know, like, stuff he'll say about transgenders or so. It's funny stuff. But he always talks about some of the people that come up to him or some of the comments that he gets. But a lot of comedians that openly talk to the public will share stuff like that. So, but anyway, I think it's funny. And you guys probably do too. Beautiful Isan. We're gonna stop at the steakhouse and have some lunch. Have something. Gotta feed the Paige. One of my favorite dishes in Thailand is called yam. Yam in Thai is like a spicy salad. Yam. And this is meat. I don't know the name exactly, but it's yam. She said like slider or something, or like sliced or something, or it's nila. Nila is meat. Nila is like nila can be just beef. Cow is wua. Nila wua is beef or cow meat. Spicy salad. Let me just say it's like really spicy salad. Back in Isan, you know, they like sour. The liquid's pretty sour and spicy. This is called tom sap. Tom, like D-T-O-M. Tom is like boil the soup. Like a boiled egg is kai tom. Kai tom is a boiled egg. Kai tom. Sap is kind of an Isan word for aloe, which is tasty. Tom sap, like a very tasty soup. However, it's mostly cow tendon. And cow. Paige says has a lot of collagen. It's not too bad. It's just a little chewy. Little chewy. Yeah. Well, that was good. 440 baht. That's roughly about $13 US.
If you don't drink.
Yeah. That's a havel.
Huh?
I don't know what that is. It's a havel. I'm sure it probably is. Let's see if it's got a muffler. Yeah, it's electric. You can always tell because there's no pipe. Yeah. Today is June 1st. They started the new 2,000 baht fine for not wearing a helmet. You can see how that really affected people here. Yeah. So, I mean, okay, it's a fine. You can't wear, you know, you have to wear, but who's out here saying, hey, where's your helmet, you know? It doesn't really affect these rural little towns, you know, and the police know everybody, and it's going to be difficult for them to give their neighbors tickets and stuff. So I don't know how they're gonna make that work.
No, it's only maybe they have a checkpoint 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
After that, it's
I mean, look, that motorbike that just passed us had 3 young kids and a small child, no helmet, in the middle of the road, not in a lane, not on the side, but in the middle. Yeah, I really don't think they give a shit, to be honest with you. Until somebody runs them over, you know, then it's a problem. Here's a smart one.
maybe she need rest in the morning. Go to work.
We've got about another 5 or 6 kilometers. We get into town, we'll see if anybody in our town is wearing helmets. I doubt it. One thing I do love about Thai culture is everybody pretty much minds their own business. They keep to themselves. But because that on motorbikes, they're kind of in their own world. And if you drive in Thailand, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Like they'll just come right out from somewhere. They don't even have mirrors on their bike. They'll come out from somewhere, swerve into the lane, and then go. It's up to whoever's to pay attention, not them. Or if they're driving on the side of the road and there's a motorbike going a little slower, they'll go out in the middle of the road, won't even turn to look to see if there's a vehicle coming. They're just pretty much in their own world, like they're keep to themselves. So what I'm trying to say is if you've ever gone to Vietnam is almost like chaos. And it seems like everybody's angry because they're beep, 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 beep. But they're not beeping to beep. They're just beeping to let you know that they're coming up behind you or they're doing something. But it's crazy. It's like a flock of birds. Like it's just mass chaos. But it's like synchronized. But everybody's wearing a helmet. And everybody's paying attention to everybody around there. You can literally, as a pedestrian, start walking across a street with bikes and cars and everywhere, and they will just go around you like oil and water. It is insane. I don't recommend doing that, but they will. They'll go around you because everybody's paying attention to what everybody's doing. Here, it's weird. Like if you walk out in the middle of the street in Bangkok, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna die, even if there's a crosswalk. As they are not really paying much of attention to. I think it's just they're focused on the end result, the destination, you know. So anyway, we'll see if anybody's wearing a helmet. I love Thailand. I kind of love the up to you. I mean, if you're like a libertarian, this is a good place to be. Because if you want to walk out in the middle of traffic and kill yourself, hey, that's your damn problem. But the problem is if you're the one that's hitting that person, the laws are weird. Like, it's your job to avoid an accident. You know? Okay, how is that going to happen? No helmets. Anyway, we are in Nakhon. We'll wait and see. We get home, there'll be motorbikes everywhere. All right, we're almost in town, so I'll run the camera. Here's one. No helmet, but a face mask. They wear face masks mostly because it's dirty, like dusty. I learned that when I'm riding a bicycle. Like, you go long distance and got a damn lungs full of sand is not good. So I understand, you know, the diesel smoke,
the truck
or the sand in the roads. But I used to say, you don't wear a helmet, but you wear a face mask. There's 2 girls turning left, no helmet. It's Sunday too, so not a lot of people. Here's 2 kids, no helmet. You know, another thing. Oh, there's 2 people with a helmet on, right there. They'll wear a face mask to protect their lungs, but they won't wear glasses to protect their eyes. They'll ride with one hand covering up their eyes before they put glasses on. Here's one guy, no helmet, but he's got a hat on. Like, you're not going to see anybody, like, who's going to drive around and say, hey, where's your helmet? Like, nobody's going to do that in this town, so it's ridiculous. There's no stop sign here, so it's up to you.
So these two have.
I got one helmet.
One
This
that
guy,
have.
yeah, the one in the front helmet, that's two people.
Maybe they don't have one.
Yeah. You can buy a helmet for like $150 at Lotus, you know. Got a lot of hair, but no helmet. This guy needs to wear a helmet too, even though it's a Salang. This person in front got a jacket protecting from the sun, but no helmet. Yeah, it's not real busy today because it's Sunday. It's quiet day. Okay, well, we are finally home again. Another successful trip. No helmet. Still got the flags for Songkran up. They'll be there until they fall off on their own. Okay. We have arrived. Let me move your dad's motorbike. Cow gum. Cow gum. Oh, I'm gonna move. Cow gum. Huh? Yeah, you need a haircut. All right, I didn't wear my shoes one time. Go out. Go out, what are you doing, kitty, kitty? Kitty, kitty, go out.
Oh, คิดถึง
Okay, mate.
โอเค รถที่วันนี้นะรถได้น้องเดือ68อ๋อ68
มันการ 68
มีไปหาหมอเลยขึ้นใจเลย
Got him. One.
เก่งใจเอางี้
Well, it's good to be back home in my office, setting up my videos to, I guess I've got to start editing videos. I got lazy. I got so many clips I need to edit. Anyway, it is almost 5 o'clock. Everybody's happy to see us home, so I got to tell them after tonight we need to kind of slow down on the eating at nighttime, and I got to concentrate on this. It would be boring living by myself and not having 3 to 4 to 5 awesome chefs always in the house cooking awesome food. So what we have? คิดถึงครับไก่ทอด
นึกว่าจะมาถึงพรุ่งนี้
Chong Gao.
เขากันละเกมชนแก้วมาเพื่อกินเหล้าขาวเหล้าขาวนุ่มใสเบอร์เดย์มันดีปวดหัวไหว้ขาวเห็นไหว้ลูกไม่ได้ซื้อกินยาแต่ผมผัดสอนยาคุมมันมีแต่คนถอยเราเอาออก
เราบอกแก้ว
ไม่ได้เหมือนไม่เต้นมันไม่ได้ให้การได้ลอกเขาเกลือตามเตี้ยเลยเรื่อยๆแล้วมันก็ขึ้นมาอีกเรื่อยๆ
ต้มเนื้อขาหรือเป็นต้มเนื้อต้มเนื้อ
Crazy, man.
รอข้างบนร้อยออกแต่ว่ามันบอกมันออกเป็นตาดำไหนมันถอยออกถอยออก
ลงไปตัวแล้วไปกิน
That's why she comes over here. The weirdest cat in Thailand.
ขี่จักรยาน